What is something you wished you knew before having sex? That I had a latex allergy. Wash your ass. The average size of a penis would have eliminated a lot of anxiety. That I'd left the car in neutral. I left it in drive during my first kiss and ran over her garbage bins. I didn't know she was gonna kiss me. I thought I was just dropping her off, otherwise I woulda put it in park. My foot slipped off the brake in the heat of the moment, and the next thing you know, crunch. That it's not that big of a deal. I spent the first 20 years of my life completely obsessed with it. It's great, but I should have given my arm a break. It does not equal love. Or even affection. I guess it is just an act for some people. Where the clit is. P after. That dicks completely have a mind of their own. Aroused does not always equal hard and ready to go. Demand a condom. People lie all the time. Don't risk your life and your future on somebody's word. I would just say always bring your own, and I'm not even a guy, but I had a GF who told me she poked holes in the condom of her last BF but it didn't work. I'm not saying every girl is like that, but there are a few, and it's better to be safe than sorry. Should have bought a dozen condoms and figured out how to put it on. I went through like 4 before I got the damn thing on. ST status. It's much better w/someone you really love. That recovery time was a factor. He was nice about it, but I still felt embarrassed when he had to explain why he needed a few minutes. Lick it, before you stick it. William Shakespeare. Go slow. Porn is a lot of fuck like a sewing machine kinda shit. You gotta start slow, then build up. Like that Tenacious D song. Your first time isn't a groundbreaking, earth-shattering experience. It will probably be over before you process what's happening. It's 100% better when you're actually ready, and not just being pressured. That like, you should be turned on, really physically aroused, before doing it. Seems stupid, but I guess I didn't know. I just wanted to get it over with. The squishy, suction noises, also a good name for a punk rock band. Is she just having sex with me out of pity, or does she actually want it as much as I do? You don't get your dick back after you put it in. That what I had to work with was perfectly adequate for the job. Maybe there is a legitimate reason to keep porn from kids. Air escaping makes noises, don't laugh. That I didn't need to do it so my boyfriend wouldn't break up with me. He definitely was not worth it. If she says, you don't need a condom, you definitely need one. It's going to be really awkward for the first dozen times or so until you get used to it. Once you're more comfortable, then you can start having fun. As the great Josh Wolf once said, that the hole was so far back. After you come in a condom, you need to hold the condom as you pull out, or else it'll stay in her, and possibly spill. That you need another person involved before you can consider it sex. How to have sex. Foreplay is super important. If anything, spend some time kissing her stomach and touching legs. Licking the nipples is another plus. I didn't have sex until I was 19. When I finally did, I couldn't finish, and I remember telling her that I wouldn't be able to ejaculate unless I was with someone I loved. Yep, I was a dumbass. How to make a woman orgasm. Hell, I'm a guy and I didn't nut the first time. That the girl would murder her mother 4 years later. I'm 38. It took me until a few years ago to realize that sex is almost never just sex. It's gonna involve feelings, power dynamics, expectations of reciprocity, or some combination of those. Even when all signs point to just sex, it's not. Stanky pussy is not normal. My first hookup smelled like a combination of fish market, shit, and vomit. Didn't find out till my first real girlfriend that was not in fact normal. Red flags abounded, too. Girl had meth mouth. That you can be allergic to cum. Age of consent. Her name. How to not be painfully shy. Lube. Use some fucking lube. My ex and I tried having sex a few times, but due to pain on her end it didn't really work out and our relationship suffered as a result. That putting down a towel is a great plan, and that having a couple of clean rags around are great for cleaning up afterwards, before a shower. How much Microsoft shares were going to climb so I could have purchased some afterwards. A lot messy than you'd think. Bring a towel. Leave the shorts at knee level to avoid rug burn. That you need a level of situational awareness when your GF is busy taking your virginity. In her mom's bed. How to have sex. That saving one's virginity isn't as romantic as it sounds. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone. The smell. Like pheromones should be a thing they tell you about. Like avoiding people that smell bad to you 'cause you're probably not gonna get along even if they're funny, kind, or good looking. It's extremely overrated. All you hear about is sex, sex, sex. In advertising, marketing, in TV shows, in movies. Sex with my partner who I love deeply and have an amazing emotional bond with is pretty nice. But sometimes 10 minutes of sweaty, flesh bumping is not what I want or need at the end of the day. What I appreciate more than that is having somebody to talk to, laugh with, and share life's ups and downs with. Sex is a small portion of what there is to enjoy with someone else. Don't fake orgasms. Hard to go back when you don't value your cum as just as important as his. Dick size doesn't matter. Be confident with what you've got. I shouldn't push myself to offer sex to folks when I dislike having sex. I'm asexual. No desire for sex whatsoever, and the act is annoying and awkwardly uncomfortable at best, actively disgusting at worst. It's like being a gay woman with only men around to date. Zero interest or excitement, but I still want a close romantic relationship, so I ended up letting them know I was ace, and pushing myself to put out anyway, under the impression they'd not care about romance if sex was off the table. Not fun to have that you're only valuable for your ability to fuck hanging over every relationship. Anyway, I finally found a fellow ace and fell stupidly in love, and we're moving in together soon, smiley face. We've been dating 8 months, 0 sex, and I'm happier than ever. Conclusion: find someone who shares your sexual preferences. Whether that's feral shower sex every other day, or sweet lovemaking once a week, or just snuggling with little kisses and words of adoration.